if you try to stay too rigid with your routines and your plans all the time, you may miss some beautiful, magical things. So I've been someone who, in recent years, hasn't had too much of a routine, and recently has been establishing a routine. I've been going to bed at a certain time and waking up naturally at the same time, and it's beautiful. Going to bed around midnight. Well, it's 3 a.m. right now, and I'm on a walk because I was just down memory lane and seeing certain things in my past from a new perspective. It's been a beautiful night, and the time just flew. And instead of going, oh man, I went past my bedtime, well, I didn't, because I increase, my awareness, self-awareness. I check in with myself and ask, does this seem right though? Does this feel like this is the right thing to do? And it did, to do what I did for the previous 3 hours. And then instead of just going straight to bed, I'm walking my boy Trapper, instead of just going straight to bed, I figured, well, let me walk him and walk and stretch my own legs and get some fresh air, and then I'll go to bed. And then I run into a bartender friend. He's up late closing shop. It's his last night, so he's all sentimental and things. And I have a beautiful conversation with him. And that could not have happened. And it certainly was meant to happen. What we talked about, how it linked to certain things from just today alone, beautiful. And I mean, I'll be fine sleep schedule wise. I finally don't have something I need to wake up for in the morning appointment wise, so I'll ameliorate. I know this is hard for a lot of people, especially when you have a job that has very rigid, consistent hours that doesn't allow for this flexibility. So I am privileged in this way. I mean, part privilege, part, it's not like I'm making a whole lot of money, so it's not like whatever. It's just how I choose to live my life. Is I prioritize spontaneity. I prioritize the ability, the ability to take a clue from what I interpret to be my heart, my intuition, to do something different and go and explore and try something. And again, I know that's not feasible for a lot of people, but that's just kind of because the system we have, the systematized economy, trying to min-max and squeeze every hour of our lives, of our attention, more and more, increasingly so. And if you're always on your phone scrolling through the feeds, yeah, you might encounter some people and have those sort of synchronistic experiences. But when you have them in person, it feels almost, most of the time, it's way better. It's a way better experience. Because you're actually living, you're breathing, you're moving your body, you're interacting, you're also smelling and hearing. And beyond just the five senses too, you're taking in a lot more. You can feel vibrations when there's music playing and cars going by and such, just to live in the 3D, 4D, 5D, whatever. Amazing. So this is, what I wanted to say here with my crazy hair. So it's part rant of personally, prioritize spontaneity. Listen for clues, how feeling clues of maybe I should try this, maybe I should do this. And then it's, on the other part, a not so guised plea to reform the way that things are. But who am I to say how things should be for anyone else? I know this works for me, and other things work for other people. We are very different in some key ways. And while I don't have a lot of money, I am so happy because of experiences like these. And I'm so happy with sobriety, honestly. Part of the conversation we were having is talking about wow, those times where we're not really happy with ourselves, of our behaviors, of how when we get in certain environments, we get triggered into maybe drinking too much or doing these drugs or that. But at the same time, yeah, there was some good stuff that happened at the same time. And so it's not all white or black. It's not all good or bad. There's just, you have to make a decision though. You have to pick your good and your bad. You have to reflect and analyze, like, okay, you have to pick your battles, basically. And so he is prioritizing his family, choosing a new environment. He's going to do things to prioritize his family. He could keep doing the same thing, but not really. It's eating at him. And in the same way for me, eating at me. And got him, and good. Again, I could do this, but really, no. I want to do things that continue to enrich my life experience, allow me to be a more, qualified isn't the right word, just a better, more supportive husband and father if those times come. I'm already getting ahead of myself. Whereas he already has those and wants to be better, I'm already thinking about how do I be better now for the future. This hair is crazy though, this cowlick. Anyway, 3 a.m. thoughts. So if you were expecting a perfectly coherent rant at this time, well, I'm also human, and I've been told that maybe I should stop talking after midnight. But alas, I'm making this video. I'm just gonna chuck it up, post it. Vlog number 6. Tax day. Oh, are your taxes due? Yay. So, yeah, I should definitely stop it now. I'm just so happy. I'm keeping this video going. Is something else gonna pop in my head to share? I'm so happy. And I know I'm gonna have moments in the future where I'm sad and I'm mad when I want to say, this happiness is gonna last forever. But, each time around the bend, I learn with greater awareness, greater perspective of like what contributes to the low moods and how to get out of them more quickly. And that's just part of life. And that process, I know it's messy. Change is messy. To admit that you're wrong and to do this and that, to do what you need to do to change, it sometimes feels awful. Sucks. And yet, it's great. It depends how you frame it. And for me, I'm having so much fun. Like, this is an adventure of self-discovery, of like, taking out the judgment of myself aside, as especially, I am the world champion, multiple title owner of being too hard on myself. I am king of being too hard on myself, or at least I used to be. I've put that crown down, I've put that belt down, and without being too hard on myself, I go, okay, this song, or that site, or this person, or this place has triggered me into doing a thing that I thought I wasn't going to do again. Wow, okay, so I really have to avoid that. So what else can I do? And just those sorts of thoughts, that's not all of it. That's just a very small example. But it's that sort of discovery of the exploration, Too late to discover the world, born too early to explore the galaxy, but born just in time to explore our inner dimensions. And to put an end to generational cycles of behaviors and patterns and thoughts and worldviews. We can do that. Become aware, and it's been exhausting. I'm surprised I'm even still here. But we can end these generational cycles of stuff. This is why I'm actually glad in the end that I'm still not a father yet. I'm definitely getting closer and closer to being ready, but I'm not going to rush it. I'm still learning. I've still got time. And yeah, I am 30. When I was younger, in my younger 20s, I thought 30 plus, it was going to be too old. Now that I'm 30, I'm like, well, at least I got 35 more years, right? But even 10 more years. Yeah, there's a lot of privilege and aspects. I'm aware. I've been grappling with my own. Yeah, whatever. Full moon, that's behind the clouds where I would show you. It's very quiet and nice. This vlog has gone on 5 minutes longer than it should, and this cowlick is crazy. Oh my goodness. Do I get a haircut? Or do I start to use pomade or sculpting clay and stuff? I don't ever, maybe once or twice a year I put that product in my hair. For the most part, it's just shampoo, conditioner, and eating well. I think diet contributes to my good hair, although yeah, maybe I pick a new style entirely. Do I go like super long? Do I go Ringo or like hair metal? No, I don't know. Do I do the Jesus look? I don't know. We'll see. I'm just kind of going with it. I don't have the answer right now, so I don't need to have the answer right now. I'll have the answer when I have it. Sounds crazy, right? A lot of this, even younger me probably would have been like, this sounds batshit insane. And he's so brave going on the camera looking like that. Looks don't matter. If you see into the soul, you see into the eyes, you hear, and you can tell. I'm just a silly guy. What am I trying to prove? Why am I trying to look this way or that way? That said, I love beauty, I love aesthetics. I'm gonna wear suits, I'm gonna wear beautiful and pretty things. But it doesn't always have to be like that. A 3 a.m. lonely walk. Who cares? Who am I talking to? Maybe someone needed to hear that. Because it sounds obvious, but maybe someone really needed to hear that. That's another thing I'm doing. Sometimes I feel like I talk too much, and it's true. There are times, factually, 100% talk and yap too much. Other times, things just kind of come out of me, and it seems like that was meant to be said. And I go, I don't really understand it, but I said it. I'm not going to delete it. Versus the other things I delete, because sometimes I post things and I look at it and I'm just like, that's slop. That's sloppy. And delete that. But in that process, I get to the good stuff. Anyway, I'm home now. 7-8 minutes too late. This is just me in the raw. I don't care anymore. And it's so freeing, it's good. Like, I care. I have a serious project. Clearly not my hair, but I'm not taking myself and things seriously anymore. And I'm not trying to prove it, but I'm kind of also being self-aware and self-reflexive. Like, it's really happening. I've reached here. Where to next? Good night. Hope you're well. I don't know. Whatever.